Board of Directors for the Rhode Island chapter of the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. LLS strives to combat blood cancers and provide support and funds for patients. Every year they hold an annual fundraiser called Man and Woman of the Year, of which Carla is the campaign manager of. Please welcome Carla.
Over here, good?
You're fine.
Okay. Hi guys, how are you? Thank you for coming. Again, my name is Carla Mulhern. I'm campaign manager for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society of Rhode Island. And as you'll find out soon, we've just kicked off our 10 weeks of fundraising with our Man and Woman of the Year. So I'll start with any questions that you have.
So we're going to start with question 1.
I'm Kendra. Could you explain LLS and what it stands for?
LLS is the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Its mission is to cure leukemia, lymphoma, Hodgkin's disease, and myeloma, and to improve the quality of life for patients and their families. There's multiple ways we do that within our chapter and chapters across the country. We do our Man and Woman of the Year campaign, which is starting now. Some of you may be affiliated with the school that do Pennies for Patients. It's students that come in, smaller kids, usually elementary school, that bring in pennies. This last year alone, the schools in Rhode Island raised over $300,000 with just kids bringing in pennies. We do our Light the Night walk. Last year was at McCoy Stadium. Teams come together, fundraise, and we walked actually around the Pawsax McCoy Stadium, which was a lot of fun. We also do, which I'm working on now, which is the Leukemia Cup Regatta. It's a sailing regatta where fundraisers and sailors get together, raise money, and then they go out at the Newport Yacht Club and sail. And we also have our patient services program. We have mentoring programs for people who are early diagnosed. So there's a lot of different things that we do at the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society.
Question 2.
Can you describe how leukemia and lymphoma affect an individual?
Yes. Actually, every 3 minutes in the United States and around the country, someone is diagnosed with leukemia or lymphoma. And unfortunately, every 10 minutes, someone actually dies of leukemia and lymphoma. Leukemia is a cancer that originates in the blood-forming tissue. The disease is characterized by uncommitted growth of blood cells, usually white blood cells. What happens is it hits the bone marrow, and the white blood cells are a fundamental component of the body's immune system. The leukemia system, unfortunately, crowds out those cells and brings in the white cell count, which actually forms leukemia and lymphoma, which reduces, especially with our children, our boy and girl of the year, their immune system, and causes a lot of issues.
Question 3.
I'm Kevin. If a family member gets sick with leukemia or lymphoma, what can the family member do to support and get involved?
We have a lot of different things. We have our patient services program. We have a manager that comes in. She actually partners up between Massachusetts and Rhode Island. When someone is diagnosed, it affects not only the patient, but obviously the families. We have actually service programs. We have co-pay assistance programs for our families. We have mentoring programs. We have support groups. Once every 2 weeks they can come in. You can meet one-on-one. We also have a partnership program where we take people in different ages, the same ages. So say someone at age 4 is diagnosed. We actually have someone around that same age to partner up with them who's in remission. So we have survivor programs to work with people and help them go through the disease, just someone to lean on. So there's a lot of different areas that we help with that and their families.
Question 4.
You seem very passionate about LLS. What made you get involved within the society?
Okay. The fact is I just started working for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society last year. When I was little, my childhood best friend, Michelle Hopkins, was diagnosed when we were 8 with ALL. It's acute lymphoblastic leukemia. Back in those days, survival rate was 3–4%. So unfortunately, after 3 years of battling disease, I lost her. Not a day goes by that I don't think about her, that I don't, I guess, cherish the time I had with her. So we spin ahead. I actually went to school 20 years as a paralegal in a law firm. 2012, one of my friends, Amber, nominated me to be a candidate for Woman of the Year. Ran the campaign, absolutely fell in love with the organization and the people, and actually, by some weird twist of fate, the woman who was running the campaign that I was a candidate for stepped down, offered me the position, so I quit my career. I started working there last year. We had my first Man and Woman of the Year campaign that I was the rookie for. 10 weeks, 11 candidates, and we raised over $400,000. So it's a great organization.
Question 5.
Hi, I'm Eddie. What is your favorite part about your involvement with the LLS?
There's so many, from the people that you meet, the candidates that you meet, the families. Our boy and girl of the year this year are both, their pictures in the back, KJ and Emma, they're both in remission as of last year. It's not only the kids and how strong they are, and just, they're a lot stronger than I could ever be, the things that these kids have gone through, and the families and how they come out. We're starting the man, woman, and all these candidates have tons of events, from wine tasting to dinners to auctions. These kids and their families are coming out. It's also the board of directors that you meet. It's all of the families. It's the organization in itself. And just where the money goes, it goes to help everybody. It's just, it's a family environment, and everybody that gets involved stays involved. It's just something that I'm very proud to be a part of.
Question 6.
Hi, I'm Megan. Can you explain what Man and Woman of the Year entails?
A lot. Man and Woman of the Year is a 10-week fundraising campaign. We just kicked off on Monday. We had our kickoff, and thank God it didn't snow. It's been snowing all the time. So it starts February 16th, 10 weeks, ends April 25th. We have a big grand finale at the Newport Hyatt. Every dollar that each person raises is a point. So at the end of the 10 weeks, we add up the points and we crown our Man and Woman of the Year. Last year, our Woman of the Year raised $115,000, and our Man of the Year raised $90,000. And the great thing about the campaign, one of Johnson & Wales graduate, Elizabeth Matson, is actually one of our candidates. You can do it however you want. Students, we have kids that are like 10, we have people who are in their 70s that are running. You can do it however you want with the time that you want. People are busy, so that we can do, you do letters, you can do events, you can do online, you can do social media, you can go out on the street and beg if you want. There's totally different ways to do it. That's the great thing about this campaign. There's no set rules. You just do it however you want.
Question 7.
How does one become a candidate for Men?
We have what's called our nominating committee, and it's people that will go out and find people. What we look for is someone who is philanthropic, driven, organized, community involvement. And you don't have to be nominated. You can actually volunteer to be a candidate if you want to run. We have people that have unfortunately lost someone or have a tie to a blood cancer that have come in and said, I want to run. We've had candidates that have run 3 years in a row because they feel that they haven't done enough or they want to do more. So there's different ways that you can get involved. So you can be nominated from a nominating committee, you can nominate yourself, you can nominate a friend, and like I said, we're always looking for people to get involved. So if any of you want to be part of it, if any of you want to learn more about it, you can always call me and I can fill you in about it.
Question 8. Did you know there is an award for the children?
We don't technically have an award for the children. We have children that run. We have our Boy and Girl of the Year. What we do is the candidates will run in honor of the Boy and Girl of the Year. We do have children that have run, and actually a lot of the children are the ones that win. 2 years ago, our national winner was a sophomore in high school, and she raised $339,000 in her 10 weeks. So we, like I said, we have the Man and Woman of the Year. It can run the gamut for age, but for the boy and girl, they are actually, we get those people from the Tomorrow Fund at the Hasbro Children's Hospital. They are usually children who have just gotten into remission, and they're the ones that we run in honor of. So we have them for our Man and Woman of the Year campaign. We have our honored skipper for the regatta, and we have our honored patients for pennies for patients and for our Light the Night. So these kids are the focal point and the face of the campaign, and showing that the money that you do spend and the money that you do raise is people are surviving and kicking cancer's butt.